Hi guys, it's Linda. Welcome to my channel. Today I have for you, wait for it,
the best banana bread ever!
and let's get to it. Okay, and now for the ingredients. First we have 3 eggs. So I have the eggs, they are room temperature eggs, so we have them. And then we also have 3/4 of a cup of butter. I do have 2 sticks out, but I will use 1 1/2 sticks for the 3/4. 1 1/2 cups of white sugar, and then 3 cups of all-purpose flour. I also have 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder, along with 3 to 4 bananas, large bananas. So I have 3 here that have been ripening, so they're nice and soft. And then the last thing we have is 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk. And you grease your pans. So I do have 3 of these pans. I think they're 2-pound pans. I did grease the bottom, and I did read online that if you don't want a flat top to your banana bread, only grease up halfway up the sides. Don't grease all the way up the sides, and it'll stay higher. I also have for this, and these are ingredients. You can usually find most of these recipes online. I do add some special ingredients though. I do have some chocolate chunks that I got from the Dollar Tree, so we'll put those in. And this is my extra special ingredient. It is Heath English Toffee Bits. So we'll add this along with that. So we're gonna preheat our oven to 350 and get started in mixing everything together. Okay, first we're going to mix the dry ingredients together. So we have the 3 cups of flour, and I am going to add the baking soda and the salt. So we'll just mix that. I know they say to sift your flour. I never do. So, and everything seems to turn out all right for me. They also say to really, you have to measure. I do measure, but I am not as precise, and I still seem to be okay when I am baking. So just a couple of tips. If you're, close enough, it's not going to make much of a difference. And then we're going to take our bananas, and we're going to mash them in a bowl. These are really, really soft, so these are going to be great. So we'll just add those in. And my dog is sitting next to me, hoping that I'll throw her something. There really isn't anything in this recipe that she can have, but she's always willing to try. And I have made this recipe for lots of different occasions, and like I said, I found the buttermilk recipe online, and then just added ingredients to it. Oh, another thing with the butter, make sure it's room temperature butter. That'll help with the process. So I'm just going to mix or mash the bananas. Them good and mashed. And if you have, let's say you have 4 bananas or 4 1/2 bananas, just use the extra half. I mean, I have used extra bananas in this, and it doesn't make it, it still works out. So, you figure out what you have, and I wouldn't put 6 bananas in it, but unless you were doubling the recipe, but if you have a little bit extra, you can throw that in. So it looks like these are good and mashed. And then what we're going to do is, in the sugar bowl, I am going to mix the wet ingredients. I'm going to put the butter in little pieces. Like I said, it's 1.5. It's 3/4 of a cup of butter, so 1.5 sticks. That's what we got. I do like using these whisks. Whoops. So we'll just mash the butter into the sugar. And then we'll add the eggs. And 3 room temperature eggs. Okay, so now we're going to take this mixture and incorporate it in the dry ingredients. I'll do a little bit at a time just to get it incorporated really well. You don't ever want to overmix a batter. That is the one tip, I guess you could say, that bakers should follow, is don't overmix. That's all nice and incorporated. And then we're going to add in the chocolate chunks. This is a 4.5 ounce. And they're pretty nice sized chocolate chunks. You can see that. So we'll throw those in. And this you just add to it, and I'll probably use 3/4 of the bag. Don't want to use the whole thing, but a good portion of it is a good idea. And I did use about 3/4. And this bag is 8 ounces. And then just mix those in. The oven is preheated, and because I'm putting this in 3 pans, 3 little pans, I'll cook it for about 30 to 35 minutes, but check around 25 minutes. And if it was in one big pan, you would keep it in for a lot longer, maybe 50 minutes to an hour. So we got this all set up, and then we're going to just add it to dishes and just try to even it out. Hands. Just go like this so it kind of evens them out. Like I said, I didn't go all the way up. I just went halfway up with the, I did use butter to grease the pan. And they're just about even. Maybe a little bit more in these two. So we'll get them in the oven. Again, we'll check them in 20 to 25 minutes, but I have a feeling it'll be between 30 and 35 minutes. Okay, and here we are. So they've been in about 10 minutes, a little less than 10 minutes. And we will check on them. I'm not smelling them right now, but soon enough, they'll be done enough and I'll start smelling them. That is another tip I'd like to give. When you are baking, when you start to smell what you're baking, it's generally getting close to being done. So that's another tip. And I'll let you see it when we're almost there. And there we go. It took actually about 50 minutes. And I guess because I had all 3 of them in the oven together. So we'll cut it up and show you how it looks inside. And there we go, the banana bread. You can see the chocolate chunks in there and the little Heath bar bits. So enjoy. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and please subscribe and give me a big thumbs up. Let me know if you make this recipe. I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. So take care and have a great day. Bye.